Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. So we just had a battle with some brigands on our caravan route, and we're just going to continue. I don't know if we have any cleaning up to do. There are some level ups. So Alaric is now level 7. And we do get a good combat roll here, so I'm going to take that. We also have a good resolve roll. I mean, all of this is good. Out of all of these good rolls, what do you take? I think I'm going to take fatigue and resolve, but it's very tempting to take the hit points, too. But I think fatigue resolve it is. Going to allow him to get heavier armor later. And I think this is the first time we're looking at these perks here. So, specialized in heavy armor, armor damage is taken is reduced by a percentage equal to 5% of the total armor value of both body and head armor. The heavier your armor and helmet, the more you benefit. So right now he's probably got the heaviest armor that we have. Okay, he's nimble, specialized in light armor, so that's not going to be what we are. Headhunter, gain a 15% chance to hit the head for critical damage each time you hit the body. Bonuses reset upon hitting the head. Okay, so if we continue to hit the head, it makes our next chance to hit... I'm sorry, if we hit the body, our next chance to hit the head will be higher, and the more we hit the body, the more that will up, until eventually we're pretty much guaranteed to hit them in the head. Alright, I kind of see what that's going for. And then we have the Berserk, where this is going to give us more attack actions. I don't think this is necessarily a good call for our frontliners. I mean, in theory it could be, because in theory I could get 3 attacks in a turn, because 4 action points is an attack for somebody carrying a weapon like this. And it could be beneficial if we do switch him to the style of using a two-handed sword, because we haven't taken any shield bonuses yet. So I guess the question is, where are we going to go with our next perk? I'm going to go ahead and do something I don't normally do, and I'm going to look at the perks on the next level, because there's only 4 of them. I don't think it's going to take too long. So this one here gives you a skill, which gives you 50% damage, reduction, and immunity to being stunned, knocked down, or grabbed for 1 turn. So I guess you use it, and it makes you a little bit harder to kill for that 1 turn. Killing Frenzy. A kill increases all damage by 25% for 2 turns. Does not stack, but another kill will reset the timer. So as long as you can keep killing guys, you continue to do more damage. Duelist. Okay, with the offhand free, an additional 25% of any damage ignores armor. Okay, so this makes you more effective if you only use a one-handed weapon and you don't use anything else in your other hand. I don't think that's our style, so probably not going to go that route. Okay, any attack that inflicts at least 1 point of damage to hit points triggers a morale check for the opponent, as opposed to only if at above 15 points of damage. So with this guy, we are going to have morale checks almost all the time if we take Fearsome. You know, to be honest with you, I don't know if I like any of these. Like, these don't really scream out to me. I mean, Killing Frenzy could be good. Fearsome can be good as well, but I don't think either of these two, the Indomitable or Duelist, really suits us. Because this one, you have to plan when you're going to be attacked. I don't know. I'm going to take the Battle Forged for now, but if I was going to go with the two-handed weapon style, Berserk could be really powerful because it gives you 2 attacks in a turn as long as you're not doing anything else. And I haven't made that decision yet with Alaric. But I think Battle Forged would be good regardless, because we're going to go heavy armor with this guy anyway. So I think Battle Forged is what we're going to go for this at this point. So his defense should just be, you know, through the roof, honestly. I mean, it's going to be really good for him. Okay. We've done our level ups. We've got injuries, so we really don't... Oh, no, I lied. We haven't done our level up. So we've got level 7. Here, unfortunately, not a good attack roll. I think we take the Resolve. I think we take the Initiative. And I will take the range defense. That's not a bad roll. And then perks. We're going to have a dilemma here because I don't think Battleforge doesn't do as much good here. The chance to receive only a glancing hit scales between 100% with no penalty to a maximum fatigue and 0% at 50 or more penalty. So right now we have 15 as our penalty. The lighter your armor and weapons, the more you benefit. I think Headhunter is probably a good call. I mean, our weapons are going to give us a 5% chance to hit head. I think with this, you're really ramping up that... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Berserk. Obvious choice. What am I doing? Two-handed weapon. Berserk is the obvious choice. I'm silly. And that isn't the first time we've been to level 7 because there was somebody else that we got the Berserk trait on. So, never you mind on that. Okay, let's go ahead and continue here. Get the caravan going. Usually a delay after a battle. Alright, so I'm happy to see the level ups to level 7. And let me just make sure, double check, we're not missing any other level ups. We're not. Okay. So hopefully we can make it to Weisenhaus without encountering anything else. I would have liked to actually have fought that undead group that we saw. It's possible there's a camp over there full of undead. Alright, so we do get our 510 crowns, and I am going to go into the town of Weisenhaus here. There is a 3-skull contract that is a faction contract. I will most likely take that. We are going to want to wait until the morning, though. So let's go ahead and camp up. And that should be good enough. As long as you start seeing daylight. Alright, so first things first. We do have disappearing villagers, which is going to affect recruits. And, we're not going to have as much business here, really, but I am having quite a bit of loot in my possession. I think we get rid of the arming sword here. 57%. We don't really use swords all that much. I think I'll keep it. We'll get rid of this axe. I think we looted a number of other things. I'm getting rid of this. Although it is a cleaver, we haven't really done much with cleavers. About the one pick we have, the military pick. Where is that? No, I have one in my possession somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one's more beat up. We'll get rid of it. We don't need knives anymore. Do we have a beat up hatchet somewhere? No, but I'll sell this one. We have yet another arming sword, so we will sell that one. I think all of these shields can go. Sell this. And I guess it's time that we sell another suit of padded leather because we have more leather lamellar. And I don't think we need to keep this. We've got a lot of helmets in reserve. And I also picked up a crossbow. Let me just make sure what we got. Light crossbow, we don't need to keep that. Okay. Looking good. Let's see what else we can buy here. We probably need food. I'll buy some grains just to put it in our inventory. We have some things that are not going to last very long here, only lasting a day, so I have a feeling that those will go away and we're going to want something else to replace them with. Medical supplies are cheap here, so we'll buy a couple of those. And outside of that, I think we're good. One thing I want to take a look at, first I'm going to go to the temple. So, injured shoulder, damage inflicted down, split nose. This I don't think is worth worrying about. Hit points reduction, this is more of a problem. It's going to take a long time to heal, so we'll heal that for sure. I think these two we can allow to heal naturally because I don't think they're going to really... I mean, yeah, minus 25% damage inflicted is bad. But I don't know if it's worth spending 150 gold on. So, let's take a look at our men real quick. because I've had level ups here. It might have carried some of my men enough into the realms of fatigue that they can use kite shields, and it doesn't look like that is true. Unfortunately, the 2 men that need the upgrade are just at the borderline. And if I give them a kite shield, like so, we're well below the point that I like to be. So, guess we're just going to sit on it for now. Give you a fancy looking shield. Okay, well, not going to worry about it at the moment. I'll just go ahead and see what this 3 skull contract's all about. I have a feeling it might not be anywhere near where we are right now, but it's worth taking a look at. Okay, Baron Enyar von Thuras unsheathing and sheathing a sword. He seems to look at himself in the blade's reflection before snapping it away again. The peasants are badgering me again. They say there are goblins camping at a place called Forgotten Woodcutter's Home, west of Suderbush. I have no reason to believe they are... I'm sorry, I have no reason to believe them after a young boy was brought to my feet today, a poisoned dart in his neck. He slams the sword into its scabbard. Are you willing to take care of this problem for me? Okay, let's see what the pay is. That's a lot of pay. Alright, well, we're going to be on the road away a while before we get there. Goblins can be assholes. I wonder what kind of goblins they are. Are they wolf riders? Or what? Okay, well, I am going to accept the offer, but we need to be paid more. He refuses. Alright, we'll accept. And we'll accept the contract. I mean, we need this kind of money. And I think it's time to leave. Alright, we could go down to Hohenau and see if we could buy... Well, it's going to be outside of our price range, I think. Yeah. I was thinking about buying better armor, but I don't think we're going to... I think before we go to Suderbush... We go to Grafenberg. It's kind of on the way, not really. And we get ourselves dogs. That will give us an edge in this fight. So... let's go. I think we're going to have quite a bit of preparing to do for this mission. And hopefully our injuries go away by the time we get where we need to go. And hopefully we don't encounter anybody on the road that's going to delay us anymore. Do we want to cut across the mountains like that? Yeah, why not? But I think the stop at Grafenberg is going to be good for us. We don't know what to expect with this fight. Could just be normal goblins, but there might be a lot of them. When I'm getting paid almost 3,000 gold, I gotta wonder why. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on our food and make sure we don't run out. I mean, we should have 4 days, so... Alright, hopefully we get there before nightfall so we can trade. There we go. Go to the kennel. There is an armorer here too. I might as well look at it. I don't think we're going to see what we're looking for. So lamellar harness is the absolute minimum that we can get. And in theory, we could afford it if it wasn't for the fact that we're being charged more than 50% on top of... Well, not 50%. We're being charged a decent up mark. I mean, they're charging us over 4,000 for something that's only worth 3,000. Just looking at what else they have. Heavy lamellar, pretty good. Okay, well, I think we've seen what we need. And I don't see anything better shield-wise, so... Let's go to the kennel. That's where we're really here for. And we'll buy, I think we need all three, so buy all three here. I don't know, the prices are really that good here, but it's on the way, I guess, so. Alright, so we're dogged up. Now we just need to get to where the mission is, which is over here. I believe we've already been here and already taken out these goblins once before, so I guess they've come back in force. We could ride around this way, but I think that's a silly way to go. Let's go back this way. And we'll go to where Sudabrush is, perhaps. Matter of fact, I think I'm just going to click on them. And let's speed through the night a little bit. Again, we might encounter somebody on the road, hopefully not. But hopefully the dogs will give us a numbers advantage when we do attack these goblins. Okay, there was some fighting here. This does seem like a busy little area. There are tracks around here. There's the brigands, but I'm not going to worry about them. They're going the wrong direction anyway. Oh, brigands 3. These might be worth killing just because there's only 3 of them, really. Where are we on health? I mean, we're still nursing a few wounds, but I don't see there's any reason why not to attack these guys. This will be a super easy fight. That is if we can catch them. There we go. That's going to be in maybe bad terrain, but let's go ahead and engage. Alright, I don't feel like they have a choice other to engage me. I would be really surprised if they don't. But you know what? We'll wait. We'll see what they do. Yeah, here they go. Now, if only this one guy attacks us, this is, you know, going to be... Like, if the crossbowman stays back like he is, this is going to be a cakewalk. Alright, well, I see no reason why not to just go after the crossbowmen, so I'm going to start moving up towards him and shield walling. I think the same thing here. Just move up, shield wall. Move up, shield wall. I feel like we might as well just tie these guys up. So, I'll move in, shield wall, and turn. I could run there if I wanted to. Let's run this way. I mean, it does leave Gunther open to a taking a crossbow bolt, but a step here, shield wall. Then we could take one of our polearm guys, step on top of the hill, and chop down. Now, he can attack us that way, so I have to be careful, but I think it's worth trying. Now, there's a bush here, so we're just going to step up here and shield wall. That pins their man where we want him. Let's step over this way and fire an arrow. Don't think I can poke him if I stand here. So I think the wiser move is just to move in a position that I could attack him next turn. Alright. Did we take any... Yeah, we took a grazed neck. Now, if I use bandages on him, that will go away, so it will not be a permanent wound. Let's step up here, and we'll poke. Okay. We don't want to lose our dogs now. So let's focus our pikemen where they're most needed, which is over here. I should probably move so he can't just do his, You know what? He can't hit me, though, can he? Not in the exact positioning I'm in. Alright, I'm just going to keep moving here. That way we can get into a position for next turn. Okay, take us another shot at that guy. We'll go for our attack here. Okay, pretty heavily wounded. I might as well just step off the hill because this gives other men opportunities to step onto the hill like that. And attack. Down you go. And again, we'll move over so that we're in position for next turn. Okay, I'm going to move over this way. This man's just going to move up. Shield wall. Guy's going to move up. Shield wall. Move up. Shield wall. Okay, you're going to bandage yourself. And step back one space so you're less likely to get hit. And you're going to move there and shield wall. And then stab. Shield wall. Okay, could call doing a counterattack, but I, of course, can counterattack myself by just using my polearm guys to rain blows from a distance. Okay. Step up here and shoot an arrow. He's going to be running, so he shouldn't have the counterattack anymore. I think we just let the one guy run at this point. As a matter of fact, let's just kind of move positions a little bit. All right, I'm going to attack here. Down he goes. Okay, I don't think there's really a point in moving here. We may be able to tie up the crossbowmen. If I move here, he shouldn't be able to shoot through the tree, at least as far as I understand things. I'll just go ahead and back off a little bit and then turn. Okay, so we're going to continue to be somewhat cautious here. But according to this, he should not be able to see me, but in case that he can anyway, we'll just do that. And if this guy does not run, he's going to be dead, so he better, for his own sake. Yeah, he's gone. Alright, I'm going to let him go. We're just going to end turns. We did pick up an injury, but it was one that we could bandage away. We'll have to stop in a town and buy a bandage, but now if I get shot by a crossbow bolt, I will be upset. But nope, there's the end of the fight. And let's get our loot. So we get another one of these two-handed swords, which I probably will sell. And we get, you know, some gold and stuff. I think that's well worth doing, especially the ammunition that we got. Okay. I mean, the fact that I only have one archer, I have never had to buy ammunition with this playthrough. Okay, so we're going to hang out in Suderbush here, hopefully getting there while day is still going on. And we didn't waste any of our dogs or anything like that. Okay, so they do have a lot of effects going on here, so prices might not be good, but we do have at least one bandage we can buy. And we could buy grains if we wanted to, but we have enough food for 4 days, so I don't see a reason to do that right now. I am going to sell some stuff. I don't know if the prices are going to be good here, but I'll sell that. I will sell the war brand. And I can't recall what else we got in that fight. Probably doesn't matter too much. But, alright. Let's leave. And the only special building here is a temple. And those are just to heal the same wounds that we've already decided that we weren't going to heal. Okay. So let's get going where we need to go. This guy has... ooh, we do have a level up. So that's another advantage of getting involved in that combat. So Yanold the militiaman is going to have a level up. He rolled well for fatigue. Unfortunately, not so well with some other stats. I am going to take the 2-point melee defense because he's quite behind in that. I think I'm going to take the fatigue just because he rolls well there. And then I think we take the resolve for the rest of his level up. As far as perks go, we took the brawny trait. I think at this stage we're going to want... Well, he's our Axeman. What does being an Axeman do for us? So, split shield damage to shields is increased by 50%. That's going to be very useful. And skills used build up 25% less fatigue. Again, useful. And then round swing gains a plus 5% chance to hit. I think that is specifically if you're using a two-handed axe that comes into play. But I think the rest is going to be very powerful for us. So we're going to take that. Okay. And that was the only level up, correct? Yes. Alright, let's get going here. We're gonna come this way. I could take the short path, but I think the long path is gonna be advisable for us just so that we can get our wounds healed up and we're full and ready to go when we fight the goblins. Must admit that I'm a little bit nervous about this engagement, as goblins have given us a lot of problems in the past. And it looks like we may even have to camp somewhere. So, I'm not going to... Well, you know what? Engaging goblins at night is not a bad call, because if they have a lot of ranged combat... Let's see if we get a report on what they are. Alright, well, I'm going to stop right here because I think this is a good point to go ahead and put a cut in the video. But I think in the next video, I'm going to decide whether or not I want to go in and do a night fight. Because if they're goblins on foot, they're going to have a lot of archers. And if we have penalties on their ranged combat skill, that plays on our favor because we only have one archer. It makes him weak, but it makes the rest of their squad weak. If they're goblin wolf riders, on the other hand, that would be a terrible choice for us because they're not likely going to have any ranged combat abilities. So that makes our one archer very weak, and it makes them have no weakness. So it is a gamble, but let's go ahead and put a cut here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.